Get either come in or get out, but
Yo, come here,
let's.
take this camera. Alright, hold on. Alright, let me go calm this girl down.
It's fine. Just stay where you
No,
are.
you go. This is he working with us. Next cameraman. You don't have
Okay,
to-
just
There's another cameraman coming.
Just don't feed into nobody's
Yeah, there's another cameraman coming.
Час уже.
There's nobody on the camera. It's not me. He does what he wants. I told him not to leave.
just roll with the program.
Action.
Action. Okay.
Action.
Hello. My name is Mr. Great, and today we have one of our models that model with us at the Romanov restaurant and at one of our shows in Brooklyn, Julia. And Julia has an interesting story to tell. We will do part of the interview in Russian, and we'll do part of the interview in English. So let's see how much Julia been in this country for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
And let's see how much English you learned during that time. If you really felt that you need to go back to Russian, we can always go back because both of us speak the language.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Julia, and Julia is one of the models. And as you can see, she's very tall, she's very pretty, and right now she's wearing practically no makeup and hairstyling. It's really important for the models to present themselves as a Polaroid, as real, before the show. So the designers like me, the painters, the people, photographers who take pictures, and who they need to see the canvas as it is. We always can do the makeup and hair, we can fix things, but when I see the already the images that are retouched in the full makeup, it's really difficult to see what you really look like in reality. Let's hear from you. What do you think of the show? Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it very much. It was something new for me because before it I didn't take some parts in some shows, but actually in one show, it was my first time in a big show. It was Miss Ukraine New York 2015, and I get first runner-up.
Wow!
Yes,
Congratulations!
Miss Ukraine New York. Thank you. And this
So
was my second
I
time.
can take that you're from Ukraine, like me.
Yeah,
right?
I'm from Ukraine, from the west of Ukraine, Chernivtsi city.
Okay.
Chernovitz.
Chernovitz.
Yeah, Chernovitz, yes.
Very close to where my wife been
Yeah, wow.
grew up. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. So how did we find you? Facebook? Was that the main
Yeah,
source?
you wrote me on Facebook.
I wrote you
and
on
you know, I
Facebook.
got a lot of messages from a lot of
People.
people. Yeah, but I don't know why.
Why did you read mine?
I wanted to believe you, to trust you, because I saw
Why?
your pictures. I saw your some posts on your wall, and I don't know, but I say to myself, yeah, I want to work with him. I want to
so
try.
my pictures, I don't have that many pictures on my personal page.
Pictures of
my
your
kids?
works.
My
yeah.
work. Oh,
yeah,
I
and
see.
you have a
my
lot of
work.
friends. You know, a lot of some interesting
So
information.
because I
in your
have a
work.
lot of friends in my network, you thought I'm
Maybe
a
I don't
trustful
know
person?
why. I just
Okay,
decided to try work
But
with
why?
you.
It's interesting for me to know why you would trust someone and you would not trust someone. So that's, as a model, there are all kind of things happening on the set. People try to
Yeah,
rape the
I know.
models. People try to do indecency. So how do you choose with whom to work, who to trust, and who not to trust? It's important for the new models or people who wants to try that. So can you talk a little bit about your experience when you came to the show? What did you see? How the process worked? What did you like? What you don't like?
You know, at first I feel it. I don't know how to explain
So
it.
you just feel it, whether it's
Yeah,
right or not.
actually I feel it because sometimes when I see that somebody wrote me, I don't know, but So I
Let's
don't want to
move to
trust.
the next part
Yes.
for the audience.
Okay, and next,
When you came to the show.
when I came to the show, I saw a lot of pretty girls, and they were different ages, different constitution. I don't know.
Constitution.
And
So some of them are plus size models,
yes,
some
plus
of them are
sizes. Some of
50s,
them were
60s,
very
some of them are
old.
like
Yes,
younger.
very younger. Yeah, and it was very
in-
surprised for me because I didn't wait for. I thought.
The models should be like all
Yeah,
skinny
like
and tall. and,
everyone will be tall
no,
and skinny.
our philosophy is that we believe that models and ladies could be all types of forms,
Yeah.
all different age groups, different shapes, different color of skin.
It's a very nice
and,
idea. It's very,
And
yeah.
we are very tolerant in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
We like a woman. We think that as they are,
Mm-hmm.
they have to be. All this old-fashioned philosophy of
Mm-hmm.
skinny, tall girls just showing people on the streets. If you want to sell the clothing like I
Yeah.
do, you have to build for the plus size. You have to appeal
course,
for the
yeah.
different age groups. That's the message. It's funny that you said that you like those older girls because and the plus size girls because right
not?
after that show I got two really exciting messages. One lady wrote to me a very basically like tear. I had tears on my eyes when I was reading her message. She basically what she said is that she was not in her outside of her house for over 7 years.
Wow.
She felt that she has extra weight
Oh my
and
God.
she was ashamed of herself and she never stepped foot outside to buy milk or food because of her weight.
Oh,
She
poor.
felt it's that bad of herself. And once she saw that my models are plus size and they're older, that was the
She
first
believed
time
in
she ever
herself. Yeah.
when she got confidence enough to step foot and just buy milk and bread for herself the first time in 7 years. For me, that was the one of the major accomplishments of that show. That someone got confidence in themselves that they're also pretty and beautiful, and they can see
Yeah.
they can not ashamed to be on the stage. Those girls who are older, who are plus size, who are not in the modeling confined forms, it takes a great strength and it's encouragement. It helps them to build a platform for themselves to have the stage, have the guts to be on stage. It's not easy, right?
Yeah,
You have all
it's
the
not
lights on you, strange people. You don't know where you're going. You have to
you
have
don't know what to wait from the people. Yeah.
what to expect from the.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. What other feelings did you had at the show?
I have only positive.
Only positive feelings?
Actually, yeah. Why not?
Okay, what was the highlight for the show? Which one the most memorable thing that you remember about the show?
When people began to give us roses.
Roses?
Yes.
Okay,
And I
so-
was surprised. As for
So,
me,
so let's explain for the audience. One of the ways how we measure which model is the most beautiful, we give out roses to the audience.
yes.
And we ask the audience, instead of keeping the rose, some of them kept the roses, but we ask them to give the rose and vote with your rose. Whichever model gets more the roses will win the pageant, will win the competition. So we feel that this is pretty fair system because the judges, you can sleep with the judge or
Yeah.
like go dinner. Someone knows each other, and that's. But when it's a large audience, mass of people, so it's pleasant when people voting, and they say it's pretty fair. So one of the ways how we find it's fair to count how many roses the girls get, who gets the most. There is a flaw in the system. Last show, after your show, we had another show, and we
Okay.
had we had all kind of girls from all over the world. But
Oh,
one
okay.
specific girl, she just came off the boat. Basically, she didn't
Okay.
know any better. She doesn't speak much English, and I told her get the roses, meaning that collect the roses. The more roses you get, whoever gets more roses win. So that girl, what she did, she just grabbed roses from everybody.
Oh,
She didn't
wow,
ask.
yeah.
She didn't ask permission. Yes or no. She just grabbed the roses and she won the pageant. And
Very
all
smart
the other,
girl.
and all the other girls get offended. So because she didn't wait for people to give the rose to her. She just grabbed it from them. So that's a flaw in that system. So we're trying to fix the system now. So it's not something that would not happen in the future, because the other models felt it's not a fair competition,
Yeah.
because she
It's
didn't
not
earn
honest.
the rose, she didn't get the rose, she was just taking it like
not honest.
by force from people. So that's not a little not 100% proved system, but
Yeah.
that's
Very
I'll
funny.
explain.
Was funny, yeah.
That's no, because girls get offended. It's I have to at the end announce the winner.
Maybe
We
for
cannot.
her.
And
Yeah.
what do you do in this situation? You give to her. You disqualify her. You take it on yourself. Like it's a big decision for producers like me to make a decision who gets and what. Because I had a case in one show when two girls collect the roses, and the third girl collect more roses. So the second and third place, those two girls decide to combine their roses, and one girl gave to a friend of her all her roses,
Oh wow.
and they said, "I want her to win, not her to win." So the competition gets really tight. What do you do in this situation? Would you allow this, or you not allow this? You disqualify people, or let them win? How to do this fairly, so everybody likes you and everybody thinks it's a fair system. It's that's stuff that goes on behind the scene of what I have to make a decision as a producer of the show. One of the things that I learned, me personally, on that show was that I had a makeup artist for only 2-3 hours and hairstylist. So after that show, I decided that in case I'm not gonna have makeup artists and hairstylists, if let's say they don't come, I lose them. And I first of all I start learning how to do makeup and hair myself, so I can
I
do
did it by myself.
I can do it.
What's that?
But me as a producer, it's people think you're the guy, you're not gay, and you know how to do makeup and hair. That's they find it's unusual. And the second part, I purchased a whole bunch of hats, and I started covering them with the beads. So started doing the glow in the dark hats, and I got a whole bunch of eyeglass wear. So that way, if I don't have time to do the makeup and hair, like you came late,
Yeah.
so we didn't pretty much have time to do makeup and hair. So now when I do the show, I have a selection of eyewear for the models to cover their eyes, so they don't have to do that much makeup for their eyes. And I have a variety of hats to wear, so I can cover the hat, so I can save on hair and makeup. So that's my new technologies that I
It's very quickly.
conquer, but I lose the beauty because hair is very pretty and eyes is very important for the model. So I lose those pieces, but at least if the girl came right before the show and I don't have time to do the makeup and hair, or I don't like the hair and makeup, at least I can cover and I can still promote the eyewear, and I can still promote the hats. So that's was my personal takeaway from this. Let's see.
Interesting.
What else you have to say? Like, why are you here today? What did you? Why did you decide to give us a second chance to do another shoot with you?
Actually, because I like it at first, and
You like the pictures? You want to get
yes,
beautiful
and I want
pictures.
also.
Why are you doing this?
I'm thinking maybe like you, because also I want to show to every girl that even if they have some problems with the skin, maybe with their weight, or they tall or small, it doesn't matter. If you, at first we have to have some, I don't know how to explain, some beauty inside. If you have some beauty inside, if you're very kind, if you're polite, so you also always you will be like the same outside. And if you have some problems again with the skin, it doesn't matter, because you have to believe in yourself.
As a producer, I can tell you that when I make a decision which goes live or which not, if I have a choice, I would sometimes not the prettiest win. I would choose the one that's pleasant and easy to work with and collaborative and I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Even if she's not the prettiest of all of them.
The pretty, it's not very important.
It's very important. It's
but
true, but
it's
personality
one of important thing. Yeah.
is also important for us on the set. That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. That
you.
would be a wrap. just stay still for a second. So we're gonna use that shot in case it's we need it. And
And cut.
cut.
Okay.
Mercury.